Let's talk cell salts. Well, not really. I'm just gonna take my cell salts real quick because it's kind of later than in the day than I usually would jump on. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I try to get on like 7ish, something like that. But anyway, what's up, everyone? Oh, before I even move too far, let me put the paper in front of the number. But all you do is take your cell salts, put them in your mouth and under your tongue where your blood vessels are at, and let them melt. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me put this over here. All right. So y'all, I guess what we can do this morning is read again. I don't feel like going to the car, and it's kind of hot in here. I really ain't. I'm here though, so I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna go on with it. We're gonna do a real quick energy message for the moment, the day, the season, the whatever it is that you need. Okay, real quick. Give me 3 cards. Shuffle them. 3 is one of my numbers. So I shuffle these 3 times. Hold on, let me swallow. And then it'll be putting white stuff all around your mouth. Okay. Give me 3. Woo, bitch. That don't count. That don't count. Real quick for the people. We got all day. The card upside down. Oh, shit. I think I got, okay, whatever. I think I got the deck upside down and inside out, inverted and shit. But that's good. More flavor. More info. Because depending on what side, what direction that the card falls. Ooh. What that deck at? Ooh, yes. This is deck. But what a book at? What a book. Damn it. Oh, here go the book. Now this is a good ass deck. Well, this is like an intense deck. Anyways, don't worry about it. My spirit wants to get this one, so this one we're going with. I feel this one a lot better. I even got a little excited. I might go sit in the whip. This deck is called the Archetype Guidebook. I just washed my hair, so that's why water dripping. 2, maybe some more shuffle. Okay. Get my finger. Come on now. 1. It came out sideways. We're gonna go on with these. I guess we're gonna go with these 2. Okay. We got the riddle, my bad. And it was sideways. The riddle. And you see it's the knot. Well, I immediately looked at that as a snake/knot. Because these things that we call like riddles, these be like knots in your own life that you have to untie and shit. You got everybody there trying to help you, but only you can do it. Then we got the hunter. It came up sideways, but the horse looks like it's straight up. I'm just going to read this, though. And then the healer came up upside down. I mean, the healer came up right side up. My bad. Now, for the riddle. Let me see. Oh, here you go. Hold on. The riddle, where you at? The riddle should be a tool, I guess. Man, we got all day. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. I wish I could pause. Shit, it's taking a long time to find. Where you at? The riddle. Shit. Oh, here you go. 171. 171.89. That equals to 9. We know 9 is right before completion. Like you're at the finna get ready to transform. If you untie the knot is what's gonna allow you to transform. The untying of the knot will allow you to transform. But if you don't untie that knot, you're gonna pretty much have to stay in the same position. Look at the whatever that marble is. I thought it was an eye, but let's just imagine that it was an eye real quick. Your eye is stuck in this one perspective because you can't even see all these other things you came here with because of all the knots and indoctrination that you've tied around yourself, your consciousness and shit. Anyway, when the riddle is present, one must stop searching for the right answer. It cannot be found, and ultimately, it is not important. Rather, there must be a shift from the literal to the metaphorical. Imagination. Remember, this is an internal thing. And therefore, there is no right answer or no wrong answer because this is a subjective, is it subjective or objective? Yeah, a subjective type of metaphor. The riddle card appears when the energy is deep and mysterious, like the elusive. And a lot of times, this Gemini season, so we all up in our thoughts and thinking too hard on shit that is not necessarily, that's not even the way to go about the situation, to put a lot of thoughts and feelings. A lot of times when you go through situations, especially with other people, you should separate, like, okay, when you're in your own space and they're in their own space, and you have to think about this individual because it comes up, try to make those thoughts be as light as possible and try to move on to the next one, because as many thoughts and feelings that you put on that situation, when you and that individual have to meet up again, the energy is going to be apparent whether y'all consciously understand what's going on or not. But the play out of it and the way y'all are going to react and respond to each other is going to be based on the energies that y'all created in y'all own little bubbles when y'all were separated and both thinking on the situation at hand. But anyway, that had nothing to do with this card, but that needs to be said too. I'm going to skip to the bottom because we ain't finna do this all night, all morning. A great awakening or aha moment when it's in the light. But this is in sideways. But when it's in the dark, it's manipulation, deceit, and trickery. So this being sideways let me know just how lost in the riddle that you are. You're not even polarized fully, and you're not nowhere near the opposite polarization, which that could kind of be a good thing because this will cause like equilibrium. So the equilibrium of it all, if you were to find some type of solution or answer, the closest thing would be equilibrium. Take both sides and bring them together and then try to make it make sense if you're going to steady put thoughts and feelings on it. But I would prefer that you don't even put thoughts and feelings on it. Come back later when you're a little bit more clear and then reapproach the situation, which that might be how y'all are handling it because you are in the equilibrium space regarding this energy. So anyway, let's go and move on. We got the Hunter, and it was sideways as well. Okay, where's the Hunter at? So the riddle being sideways kind of plays out in a positive aspect if you're on the right end of the spectrum, though, because you could be on the inverted end of that too. All things have their equilibrium and a calibration system, or it can have that. Okay, so the Hunter, where you at, baby? Here we go, the Hunter. 79, 6. What that is? 7 plus 6, 5. What's that? 6? I think that's 6. 7 plus 9 equals 6, right? That's balance and shit. What I'm at? 179. I mean, no. Well, look, 79. Okay. Let me hold the part up for y'all. It became out sideways. The Hunter hunts. Because, see, you might be trying to goddamn... This deck is based on the internal realm. So when we're talking about something, remember to invert it and think about it in a spiritual aspect, because you know spiritual and physical things are not fucking gonna look alike at all. Anyway, they are on a precise mission with an aim. Okay. To return home empty-handed will be a fail, which is not an option in a hunter's eye. This archetype will journey far and wide, seeking the prize. So you may be halfway through your journey. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Let me not say it like that. You may be halfway through. Let me just keep reading. Okay, so you may be on your journey, untangling knots, finding equilibrium. But as you do that, you kick up and you slip up, and the hunter becomes the hunted sometimes. Or that may be how you could feel. Because in this light position, this would represent focus. This would represent focused, energized, respectful, and a seasoned individual, someone who is like an expert at their craft. Or in the opposite perspective, it will be irresponsible, violating, violent, and poachy, poaching. So you may just have, and you see this light right here. This is, to me, when you bust up out of the womb, you got a few hours before you're in like a vital situation. Like, okay, if this baby survives the next 3 days, just like a woman gets pregnant and they don't like to tell anyone that they're pregnant until the 6 months mark or so, or at least 3 month mark. Because they're in that little stage of what's the word? Oh, I can't think of the word. Not imbalanced, but unstable. They're not quite yet stable yet because this is a fresh new situation for them, or they're beginning to untie the knot. You know how to say you got a tight ass knot and you finally got that bitch loose. You still got to be careful to make sure that you don't create a new knot, or to so that you can go ahead and get that knot out. And so with the hunter being sideways, coming out in a sideways position, I symbolize that to the space that you're in as far as where you're at in your journey at the moment, because these things change and we have highs, lows, in betweens, and all that shit. It ain't saying that you're in a specific position. This is just a reference of like the energy space or spectrum that you may be in, which is beginning a new, finding out, for instance, in an imaginative way, finding out that you have a new superpower and you're learning how to use it. We're just over exaggerating on that one, but you get the fucking picture. Okay. Oh, I didn't even finish reading it. Hold on. Yeah, that's good enough. I've read that enough. Then we got the healer in its upright perspective, in its upright position. The healer. Let's look at the picture real quick. You got a three-headed snake. We know three is the physical, represents the physical realm. It looks like it's protecting something on the inside. So you don't just got your mama, you don't just got your daddy, bitch. You got your mother, father, and the Holy Spirit protecting your ass, or making sure that you stay in a healed or nurtured position until you are fully birthed and ready to fend on your own. But that's just some intuitive shit that I just had said out of my head. Let's see what the actual card says, though. The healer. Oh, and the card number is 111. 3 1s. Okay. Though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma or their good karma, the force of the archetype is within everyone, because everyone has the potential to birth and nurture a baby in the womb. Well, for the most part, even if it ain't an actual physical baby, you can create a project or any kind of situation or event and call that your baby, or something that you created inside of yourself and expressed it on the outside. So let's not get too technical. But everybody breathing has the opportunity to create. But I'm merging my perspective with the book's perspective right now. It is our natural inclination to remember, to return to, and to reclaim that central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. I keep taking this back to the snake, three-headed snake, nurturing its womb or its egg. I know that's not necessarily what that is, but that's just the vibe that it gives me, and that's the healer. Before you even get a chance to get healed, your mother got you. Before you even much came out your mother's womb, you were being nurtured and nurtured and replenished with the natural nutrients and minerals that's in the atmosphere based on the season that you were in your mother's womb, for an example. But Because that could just be a mere little blood clot that if you busted, her baby's dead. But she got to protect it without. Anyway, so let's read this. Um, the word what? How you say that shit? Avidya means forgetting, and it is said that this is the source of all suffering and disease. Forgetting. Okay. The healer's mission then becomes to move through. Okay, then you got the three heads. Two heads are better than one. Three heads are better than two. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, and to reveal the radiance that already exists. The third dimension, busting through the veil of the third dimension, because the snake is already in one of those inward creatures, yin, feminine, energetic creatures, um, which is which you can correspond to the darkness or to the black or to the void, and being that this snake has three heads representing the third dimension, the physical, what is seen, you're bringing shit, my tongue tied. You're bringing light to the darkness. The healer's mission then begins to move through the comfort of the forgetting. Okay, the healer approaches this in a multitude of ways from multiple angles. Knowing the cycle of healing is not linear, it is a multi-layered, circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. Yeah, you got all kind of ways and perspective, all kinds of examples. You come from a spiritual ancestry that already has you as far as being spiritual. My tongue be getting tired. Shit pisses me off. Okay. But you're being guided based on your previous incarnations. You've rehashed a whole lot of your previous memories, not necessarily specific memories, but the essences of them that gives you an innate knowing. That's the reason why you are in this fresh state where you are in, where this came out sideways and not upright, because you're not yet ready to be in. Not you personally, I'm speaking from what I'm observing in these cards, but might not yet be ready to be a hunter fully, even though that's the path that is on, but it's just now busting up out of the womb. So damn, what I finna say, I lost my well, I finna connect something together, but it's just not busting up out of the womb. And anyway, I forgot what I was gonna connect together, but well, I guess we're gonna pull, just because it ain't been nothing but like 15 minutes. Let's pull the card real quick. This is one of those mornings that I'm kind of slow rolling. I didn't wake up like, well, get out my business. I have to say out my business. All right, let's pull one card to give us even deeper look into what the hell is going on. Oh, matter of fact, let me set an intention real quick. Let me get a message for this energy or this moment, this season, for whoever needs to hear it. And for me too, shit. My hands, I can try. Oh, come on now. One card, baby. Hurry up. Thank you. We got the desert again. First thing came to my mind was having to do this shit alone. Having to do this shit alone. 31, 3 plus 1 is 4. And the 4 to me represents your thoughts and your physical things transforming into the physical based on your thoughts. And how you are looking at things and talking about them and whatever the fuck. Okay, so you're in the desert though, so you don't even have nobody to talk to. So you're in the world all alone, an actual physical world, all the fucking alone with your own thoughts and your own fucking feelings. Wow. Let's read this shit. Okay. At the end of the what? The fuck? Huh. And the page number is 93, 9, 10, 11, 12, the third dimension. Okay. I want to get out, spit it out. The barrenness, meaning infertile, of the dry, parched landscape may seem. Let me back up. Y'all can hear me. I'm all close and shit. May seem to be my destination, but still it asks me to look closely for its beauty. Okay, so basically that part, and I'm not finished, is just talking about being in that barren desert land all alone in your solitude and oneness. Sometimes you can, not sometimes, that's treasure begins. That's where you're supposed to begin to look first in order to figure out what to do next, or what you have that you should value, or how you should look at yourself first and look at the things that you like to do and look at the things that make you happy, the things that give you joy. Also look at the stuff that works, but not always necessarily the stuff that works, because sometimes things don't work for other reasons, because you need to continue at it. Anything that you do continually eventually works, whether it's good or bad, even if you do it by yourself, even if you're a positive charge being a man, or a negative charge alone being a woman. Even though you might not be able to get as much spark out of the situation, you will be able to spark something and get someone to notice and spark some awareness somewhere, not someone in the external, because we're talking about the internal, but get your other thoughts and feelings and emotions in order based on the spark that you have created in the darkness of yourself. So often on this journey forward, you see muted shades of gray, and this begins to become your emotional mood. Steps forward seem pointless because the purpose seems to have lost its destination into vibrant colors. You might feel like you don't, what's the point? It's too many lights and colors out here for my little light and color or spark to make any fucking difference. But if you realize that it ain't even about none of that shit at the end of the day, it's all about what it is that you are experiencing, and that's what's going to transform from your perspective the world that you witness and experience around you, which will change your perspective on how promising your efforts may end up being. So you first got to do the shit, at least do it, then you can talk shit. How you gonna, okay, I'm sorry, I be getting personal because I know. All right, okay, where am I at? Steps forward seem pointless because the purpose seems to have lost its destination in survival colors. As an empath, you must not forget your sensitivity to energy allows you to search out even the tiniest ray of vibrancy of color in every journey. By you being sensitive to yourself, that will end up being the only light that matters in your eyes, for the most part, until you end up spreading and expanding yourself. But in the beginning, you first got to spark your own fucking light. How are you gonna matter if you don't do shit and show up for yourself? Of course you're not gonna matter. The fuck? If you only matter to the people around you in your community, you can have a beautiful life, because at the end of the day, that's when you get ready to go to sleep, that's the only thing that you are going to experience anyway. So don't be trying to be like other motherfuckers, or thinking that you're supposed to set up to some standard that you see from a phone that you're looking in, and ain't got nothing to do with the situations and community around you. You first got to do something in your own world, in your own household, your own family, your own community, and then you can say to yourself, "Oh, this don't work." You can't know it don't work unless you fucking do it first. But I don't know specifically what that is, but I'm feeling like it's a specific thing that is very simple. But you think, what is that worth? Just do it and see. If it ain't even that hard, and it's something that the next person, it's not like someone's asking you to go and chop down a tree or go build a roof on a house. Whatever that simple thing is that you need to open your mouth and express, or maybe do with your actions, or maybe even begin to research and study so that you can find out some shit internally for yourself. Do that shit, whatever the fuck it is. Else, don't talk shit. Don't say nothing. As an empath, you must not forget your sensitivity to energy allows you to search out even the tiniest ray of vibrancy. And spirit is micro and macro. Spirit don't have no respect of hierarchy. Spirit don't give a fuck about none of that. It's all about you at the end of the day. The smallest little wind blowing will change the whole dynamic or energy field of what's going on at a very moment. How much more can your actual actions change shit? Anyways, why? Okay. The colors are always there. You must simply believe and feel them. You the one got to feel it. If I touch your eye, you felt it, not me. If you look to your left and saw a rainbow, I can't see it. I'm not over there. You are. So, okay, let me not get frustrated and start making them faces. Okay, has that which is before me lost its appeal? No, it ain't. If you think it lost its appeal, then it has. It's all based on your perspective and how you want to formulate the first thought and then act it out and perceive what you perceive through that filter. Do I allow myself to always look for hidden messages? Don't be looking for hidden messages. Allow the hidden messages to present themselves and receive it when you see it, though. Don't just say, oh, wow, like we were talking about yesterday. Ooh, God trying to show me something about my power. No, bitch, it's just a reflection of life. What you do, the power is you understand. The power ain't even really in understanding what's going on, because the trees and all other bugs and things understand too. The power would be when you take the things that you have accumulated and learned from and have an awareness of and shape and mold it into something unique, doing something with it. But anyway, has that which is before me, okay. Should I shift my perceptions of the situation in order to see it in a new way? Of course you should, crazy. Of course you should, beautiful. Good morning. Oh, I didn't even say good morning. Early day. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go because it's kind of late in the in the early part of the day. What am I? Oh, hold on. Why am I boxing at? Anyway, I'm finna go. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. We stayed on this bitch for 26 minutes. I think that was good enough for now, especially since I wasn't even planning on getting. I was planning on getting on, but my morning had kind of got altered a little bit, slightly, nothing too major. So I will see you guys possibly tomorrow. Peace.